46 days left as a critical week ends. The Dow is down 17% this year. Has the shaky market got people reconsidering their votes? Is Obama stock up? Or can McCain rather rally and rebound before Election Day? Good panel ahead. Stephanie Miller's here in Los Angeles, the talk radio host and supporter of Obama. Portland, Oregon, Lars Larson also hosts his own talk radio show, supporter of McCain. Pensacola, Florida, Mike Papantonio co-hosts Ring of Fire with Robert F. Kennedy on Air America and is Obama supporter. And in Memphis, Ben Ferguson, himself a radio talk show host and a supporter of Senator McCain. So all of our folks appear on the radio, and we'll start with Stephanie. Barack Obama, in some polls, has widened his lead. Is this due to the financial crisis?
I think it's due to a lot of things, Larry. But, yeah, you know, John McCain has had a bad week. The fundamentals of the economy are strong. He tried to talk himself out of that 16 different ways. He wasn't sure who the prime minister of Spain is or where Spain is. Sarah Palin now is just becoming more and more incomprehensible with every time she's unleashed. Her answer on what her foreign policy experience is. There was something about what a fungible product is today that was, I don't know, you needed a UN headset for.
So
it's been a bad week for McCain, Palin.
Lars, what's your read on what's happening?
Listen, the effect of the two conventions is starting to flatten out, and yes, the voters are getting to know Governor Palin better, and I think she's fantastic. And as far as the fundamentals go, Stephanie, I disagree. I think the fundamentals of America are solid, and yeah, we're seeing some things that we don't like the government bailing out failed institutions, but I think that John McCain's going to do just fine.
Well, that, by the way, and that's going to cost the taxpayers $1 trillion, Lars, in addition to George Bush's $3 trillion unnecessary war. If you think things are going well, you're the one. You're the only one.
Let's bring our other people in first, then we'll get at it, Lars. You'll get right back. Mike Papantonio, do you think that that Palin is slipping?
Well, she's slipping, absolutely slipping, because right now Obama's doing what he's supposed to do. He's talking about the fundamentals of the economy. There's no way that John McCain can stand there and say that the fundamentals are in good shape. Look, 60,000 people a week, Larry, are losing their home to foreclosure. The highest joblessness in 6 years since the last time the Republicans put us in a depression. Henry Kravitz, he's making $50,000 an hour, while the median income for the American family has fallen $1,000 per year under this GOP. $9 trillion deficit. Now, here's what I heard, Larry. I heard before I came on that the fundamentals of this economy are good. You got a tough time selling that one.
It's amazing.
Let's bring in Ben Ferguson so we round out the panel, and then we'll go at it. Ben, what are your thoughts?
It is truly amazing to me that a man named Barack Obama can have a good week by not giving his opinion on what he would do this week with the economy. Does anybody realize that he gave no opinion on AIG and the bailout? He gave no opinion. Said I'm gonna withhold my opinion on what I would do as a candidate till like Thursday morning quarterbacking, because I don't know what I would do right now, so I'm just going to wait. Everybody else had an opinion this week, but Barack Obama. He sits there.
Sorry,
and hold on 1 second. I got to say this. I have to, Stephanie.
You mean unlike the two opinions that John McCain had on the same day?
The last guy that talked said that thousands of people are losing their homes. They're absolutely right. They're losing them because of two companies that are kind of involved called Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. And guess who Barack Obama's biggest advisors are? Fannie Mae CEO and Freddie Mac CEO.
Okay, do you mean unlike the two positions that John McCain had on the AIG bailout in the same day?
Hey, here's an idea.
He was
Make an opinion on it. Here's an idea. I know this is crazy. When you're president, Stephanie, you don't get to be a quarterback a week later. He came out and said initially what he thought. When more of the information came out, that day he did what a leader does. You react to the information
So that's not flip-flopping. That's not flip-flopping.
It's called leading and not going, I'll tell you next week what I'm going to do.
It's ridiculous.
Senator Chuck Hale, Lars, Chuck Hale, a conservative Republican against the Iraq War, obviously, but he says it's a stretch for McCain to think that Palin has any experience to be president.
I think
Are more Republicans starting to turn on her, Lars?
Nobody has experience to be president. Obama hasn't been, McCain hasn't been, Biden hasn't been, and neither has Palin. But she has good judgment. That's what people forget, is it's about judgment.
Based on what?
Larry, you know the biggest problem Palin has right now is time. Time is not on her side, because the more exposure people have to Palin, the less they like her. If you synthesize,
I'll be honest with you.
May I finish what I'm saying? If you synthesize the poll numbers, synthesize the attacks that are being made on her right now, the biggest problem she has is it's not only one thing. It's Troopergate. People don't even understand what Troopergate is, but they
don't
feel
need to.
like she's
you know
been,
what?
they feel like she's been dishonest. They feel like
she
they've lied.
hasn't.
They've been lied to.
Let
Listen,
me tell you something.
Here's the
Let
problem.
me tell you something about Sarah
let me
Palin.
give you an example of judgment.
What is amazing to me about Sarah Palin is y'all both forget that actually Democrats live in Alaska, and she's had an over 80% approval rating in Alaska, which means there were some Democrats there and a lot of them that actually like her.
Larry, you know what? Here's the problem. You can't put your finger on any one reason that the American public is unraveling with Sarah Palin. You add the issue about her wanting to ban library books. You put in there her peculiar family
never
qualities.
tried to ban library books, Larry.
You put
These
in the
guys
fact that
repeat
her
the lies
father,
over and over again.
You put in the fact that her husband wants to secede from the United States with the state of Alaska. She is looking like a freak, and the American public is responding to
Larry,
her. There's too much doubt to turn around in 40 days.
Tonight, are we actually talking about library books? Are we talking about the next person that's going to lead the United States of America? And here's my only requirement right now for someone to be president. Actually give an opinion on one of the biggest financial weeks ever, which Barack Obama did not do. That's where my bar is right now. Just tell me something instead of going,
John
I'll tell
McCain
you a
wanting
week
to
from now.
fire the SEC chairman is a
Still does.
ridiculous idea.
It's a good idea. You and I disagree, but